people, welcome to my channel again. If you're new here, my name is Tsungie, and today I do crafts. So I do crochet and other different types of crafts. So this is a re-upload. I actually looked at my previous video that I did and I saw that I made a lot of mistake and I was talking a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna make this top. I made this top in different colors. Hold on. I also made it in this color, which is the one on the thumbnail, and I also made it in this color, in this brown. Okay, so let's just get right into it. So to begin, what you need to do is you need to make a slip knot. So take your yarn, wrap it to form an X, and on the other side it forms two parallel lines. Grab the one in front, this one, and grab the one at the back like this, then you pull. So that is how you do a slip knot. Then you put your hook inside and you adjust it to your hook. After that, I'm going to start chaining. So I'm going to let my yarn hang and hold the part that I'm going to crochet. I'm going to move forwards, go up, turn my hook to face down, and move backwards, and that is chaining. So forwards, up a little, turn your hook to face down and move backwards. That's chaining. So I'm going to chain 13. So I've chained 2. I'll do the rest off camera. Right, so I've chained 13. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to ignore the first stitch and I'm going to start working in the second stitch. Into this stitch I'll be doing single crochets. Also I'll put my hook in there, grab some yarn. So that will give me 2 loops on my hook. I'll grab my yarn again and I'm going to pass this yarn through both of those 2 loops, and that is a single crochet. So I'm going to do single crochets all the way down into the next stitch, a single crochet into the next stitch, grab some yarn, pass it through 2 loops, single crochets. So I'm going to do the single crochets all the way down, and I should have 12 single crochets. So let me quickly do that and I come back. Because I've done the single crochet. So this bikini is for a size 34B and I'm using a size 5mm hook. If you're smaller, you can use, if you're 32, you can do 11 chains. If you're 30, you can do 9. So you can just move up or down depending on which size you are. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this short yarn here and we're just going to move it to the back. This will help to reduce our the hole that's going to be formed here. Now what we're going to do, into the last stitch where we did the number 12 single crochets, we're also going to do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, like this. We're also going to do 1 extra single crochet, so that's number 4, like this, and that we have already turned. So now we're going to start working in the other side. Right, so into the next space here, set my hook in here. I'm going to do single crochets going down. So that number 4, that's the number 1 of when we turn. So this is number 1, this is number 2. So we're going to single crochets all the way down, and it should give you 12 stitches. So 12 stitches on this side and 3 at the crown here. So I'm going to do the single crochets down and I come back. Right, so I've reached the end of my line. So before I just start a new line, I'm just going to go to the place that we did the 3 and I'm going to put a stitch marker in the middle stitch like this. Right, so I'm back to the end of the row. I'm going to chain 1 to start a new line, new row. Then I turn the thing that I'm crocheting. Then I'm going to crochet single crochets all the way to this middle stitch here. So I'll put my stitch in the first, So I'll put my stitch in the first stitch this side, and this is row number 2. And I'm going to single crochets until I get to this point. So let me do that. Right, so I've reached my stitch marker. So I'm going to remove the stitch marker. Then into the place that had the stitch marker, I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that one place. 1, 2 and 3. And as soon as I finish, I'm going to put my stitch marker in the second stitch or the middle stitch of those 3. Then I do single crochets all the way down, going down I mean. So I'm going to do single crochets on this row. Right, so when I get to the end, I chain 1 to start a new row, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'll make single crochets. Then when I get to the middle stitch, I do 3 single crochets in this one stitch. Then I do single crochets going down. So I'm going to do 14 rows doing the same thing. So I'll quickly show you the one that I've done already with 14 rows. Okay, so after 14 rows, it will look like this. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to make the border. So to start the border, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. After that, I'm going to turn my thing. This is the first stitch, so I'm going to skip the second stitch and I'll work in the third stitch. And I'm going to start double crochets. Now to do a double crochet, yarn over, or put your yarn on your hook. Insert your hook into the third stitch, grab some yarn. Now you have 3 loops. Grab some yarn and pass through the first 2 loops. Grab some yarn and pass through the second 2 loops. After you do that, chain 1 like this. Right, we're going to skip the next stitch and we're going to work in the second stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, grab some yarn. You have 3 loops. Pass through the first 2, pass through the second 2, and chain 1. So that's what we'll be doing, double crochet and the chain 1. So I'm going to do that until I get close to the summit and I come back. Okay, so now I'm close to the summit, or so this is the place where we did the 3 single crochets in one stitch. So I'm going to remove my stitch marker. Right, so now what I'm going to do in these 3 stitches, I'm not going to skip anything. I'll just be doing double crochets and chaining 1. So double crochet, chain 1. Then you go into the second stitch, double crochet, and you chain 1. Then you also do a double crochet into the third stitch, and you chain 1, chain 1. Right, after those 3, into the next stitch, I'm not going to skip. I'm going to start from there. So I'm going to do a double crochet, double crochet, chain 1. Then from there I'll do as normal. I'll be skipping the next stitch and I work into the second stitch. So I'm going to be doing that all the way until I get to the last stitch. Okay, so I've reached the end of this line. So now the second row of the border, I'm simply going to be doing, where there's a double crochet, I do a double crochet. Where I chain 1, I chain 1. So it's completely copying this first one. So to begin, I'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I turn my thing. So I'm going to skip this part and I'll work where we have the double crochet. I'll do another double crochet. I'll put my hook in there and I'll do a double crochet. Right, after that I chain 1. Right, so we're going to skip this chain. Then we're going to work into the next double crochet like that. Then you chain 1, then you work in the next double crochet. So you'll be working in where you have a double crochet, you do a double crochet. Even here you also be doing where you have a double crochet, you do a double crochet. So I'll quickly do that, come back. Right, when you get to the last one, so now what you're going to do, there's no like real double crochet. You're just going to chain yarn over and insert your hook into that loop, grab some yarn, and you do a double crochet like this, and that will end your line. So now what after that we're going to chain 1, then we turn our thing. Right, then we're going to start something different now, and this is to end our border. Right, so I'm going to we'll be working in these loops here. So I'm going to do a single crochet, so 2 loops, single crochet, then yarn over and I do a half double crochet, grab some yarn. I have 3 loops. I'm going to grab my yarn and pass through all of those 3. That's a half double crochet. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to grab some yarn. I have 3 loops and I'm going to do a double crochet. So single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. Then I'll move to the next loop. Then I'll start with the double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet. So yarn over, insert my hook into the next loop, grab some yarn, 3 loops, pass through the first 2, grab some yarn, pass through the second 2. Right, yarn over, insert my hook into that loop, grab some yarn. I have 3 loops, pass through all of them. That's a half double crochet. Then I'll do a single crochet. So what that does, it forms this little dome. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to do those little domes all the way around. So one more time, single crochet, yarn over, half double crochet, yarn over, a double crochet, a double crochet, so yarn over, pass to the first 2, yarn over, pass to the second 2. Right, then into the next 3, double crochet, next half double crochet, and the last one, a single crochet to finish that dome. See, we've created another dome. So I'm going to do those little domes all the way around. So let me meet you at my last dome. Okay, I've reached almost the end of my thingy, and I'm going to do the last dome. So single crochet, half double crochet, oh my goodness, a double crochet, then double crochet, half double crochet, and a single crochet. Right, so after this I'm going to chain 1, then you can cut your yarn. After cutting your yarn, you just pull. Right, so that's it. That's all that you need to do to make this cup. So you need 2 of them. So you need 2 of them, 2 cups. Right, so I'll meet you in my next video, and I'll show you how to do the rest of the video of the crop top. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do look forward to more tutorials. Okay, bye bye.